Continuing with my series on easy, high-protein, low-carb meals that you can make using a rotisserie chicken, I have another one, but this time we're making Mexican with this creamy white chicken enchilada dish. Let's start with our rotisserie chicken. First thing is to cut it up and shred it. We're going to be using all the chicken meat from this chicken, which usually yields around 4 cups of cooked shredded chicken if you pick up a normal-sized one from the grocery store. Maybe not the ones from Costco. Those ones tend to be a little bit bigger, so it's going to give you more chicken. But I'm a big fan of grabbing a rotisserie chicken from the store. It seriously simplifies dinner. As soon as I get home, I carve it up and portion out the meat, so I've got cooked chicken ready to go throughout the week. And it's great for just tossing into quick salads, wraps, skillet dishes, or soups. And since it's already seasoned, there's not much prep needed to make it taste good. And honestly, anything that saves me from cooking one more thing from scratch is a win in my book. You know what saved me recently was a glass of Element electrolytes. We recently spent spring break in Hawaii and had a wonderful time. I mean, I spent most of my time under a beach umbrella while sipping umbrella drinks and drinking very little water. I was so dehydrated when I got back that I started feeling really fatigued, and I started having muscle cramps too in my legs. Muscle cramps are generally caused by lack of magnesium and or potassium. Luckily, I always have my Element electrolytes lying around. So I resumed drinking it every day, and my muscle cramps went away thanks to their science-backed formula of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Plus, it's sugar-free, so I can get back on my low-carb lifestyle. Right now, Element is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any Element order. It's a great way to sample some of their flavors so you can see which ones you like. Just go to drinkelement.com/KetoFocus to get yours. Now that I've shredded up this chicken, let's add in some seasoning. To a large bowl, add in the chicken, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, a tablespoon of lime juice, and a teaspoon each of garlic powder and onion powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Mix that together with a spoon to combine it. And it might seem a little dry, but don't worry because we're going to remedy that with a cup of shredded Mexican blend cheese, along with a half a cup of green or verde medium salsa. You could always use mild too if you don't really like spice. Mix that all together and let's move on to making our enchiladas. For the tortillas, I'm just using small, low-carb tortillas that I picked up from the grocery store. I think that Mission is the brand that I used. Place a portion of the chicken filling in the center of the tortilla and then roll it up, and then I place it in a large casserole dish that I've already sprayed with cooking spray. And although these tortillas are low carb, they're not actually gluten-free. If that's important to you, you could use those egg wraps by Egg Life, or just make your own tortillas using my famous keto tortilla recipe. Just Google KetoFocus tortillas to get that. After you've continued to make the rest of these and put these mini enchiladas to fill the dish, set it aside because we're going to work on that sauce that's going to go on top. To a medium skillet, add in 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter and melt it over medium heat. Once it's melted, we're going to stir in a tablespoon of arrowroot powder. You could probably substitute cornstarch here, but I haven't tried that, so I'm not sure how well it'll work. But arrowroot powder is my favorite low-carb thickening agent. It's actually stronger than using all-purpose flour, which is why we don't have to use a lot of it. Once it's thickened, we're going to stir in 1.5 cups of chicken broth. Continue to stir this until the mixture has slightly thickened, and then we're going to reduce the heat to low. Now to make it creamy and to help add a little extra protein, I'm going to add 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt, along with a half a teaspoon each of garlic powder and onion powder, and salt. Stir that together until it's smooth and then remove it from the heat. And if you didn't want to use yogurt, you could probably get away with using sour cream, but again, I haven't tried that substitution, so I don't really know how well it works or tastes. Then you're going to pour this creamy white sauce over the top of the enchiladas and top with 1 cup of shredded cheese. And then I like to add some sliced pickled jalapenos here. So this is 1/3 cup of pickled jalapenos going on top. This will go into the oven to bake. We're going to bake it in a 375-degree oven for around 20 to 25 minutes, just until that cheese is melted and bubbly. I like to add my favorite toppings like sour cream, a little bit of pico, and some fresh cilantro. My family devoured this dish. There were sadly no leftovers, so I will have to make it again very soon. To check out my other videos of high protein recipes that you can make using a rotisserie chicken, then just click right here.